And we're live. It's the Willpower Lunch, 6/18/2026. And, it's a pretty good morning so far. Cracking the whip on myself. I'm trying to get these pages done. I am, after all, here, can I share? Whatever. I'm the author of Revenant Steel, coming very soon, but today I wanted to watch this new Spider-Man trailer. I don't know if I'm going to go see this movie in theaters or not. I haven't been all that interested in Marvel movies lately. I saw He-Man, and that was great, and I went on the preview showing so that I could pick up that Castle Grayskull. But I don't know what the popcorn bucket even looks like for this thing. They got to be doing one. Let's take a look here.
What is happening to me?
Did you miss me, Spidey? I'm losing.
Did you miss me, Spidey? Oh, is that the dude from that's the dude that was working with the Vulture, right?
Did you miss me, Spidey? I'm losing.
Spider-Man's got blacked out eyes. Now, this is the first time I've seen this trailer. Maybe I should have watched it all the way through so that so that I can get the full effect. But I can't do that without getting struck. So I'm just going to be pausing it. So is this Venom or is this Man Spider? People are saying it's that he's going to be like Man Spider.
Losing my mind.
But then again, didn't the Venom symbiote end up in the Marvel Universe at the end of one of the last movies? At the end of the multiverse movie?
I am totally out of control. I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Final semester MIT.
Dad, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
He'd be able to tell if someone was watching him. You can see, like I got 0 people watching me. I can see right there,
What the? Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress me. What the?
Now that's kind of like... So if his web blasters were external, right? He had those external web shooters. So he wouldn't need like a hole pre-made like that. So I'm to believe that this hole, that his ejection from, his expectorate from his wrist was so powerful that it literally tore a hole in his suit. What is up, Denise Rodriguez? He is here to watch this trailer with me.
What the? Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress me.
Apparently, it just
Dr.
oozes
Banner,
out like that.
What the? Dr. Banner, you found a way.
That's kind of gross, right? It's like pus. Sup, subjugates. I don't know if I like that. It's like bubbling out. Reverend's here. What is up, buddy? I posted the link in the Goth Night chat if anybody wanted to jump on. But yeah, how'd he get air in there? Because it's like bubbling up. I wonder if he gets bloated in his wrists, right? Yeah, he's got pus webs. It looks like a cat got infected. Ugh. I hope so.
Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
So could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
How would you just
So they have to reintroduce that because they know nobody really watched She-Hulk, right? Because that's where they introduced this whole thing. Did he have this in the comics? I'm not sure. I wasn't I didn't read all the Hulk comics. I read World War Hulk.
run?
So could you get
I read some of the classic stuff, you know. I read like the Essential Hulk stuff.
rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
How would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
It appears we're faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Now that's a Rogue, a threat we can't control.
One we can't even see.
I could see her. But he's obviously talking about mutants. He's talking about the X-Men. He's talking about how there's a psychic, there's a little psychic girl walking around who feels the need to cover her face up like she's some sort of criminal. She found her way into what I'm assuming is Peter Parker's lair, or is that the Punisher's lair, maybe? Because does Pete have that set up, or is it Frank?
You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it.
And what do you think they're looking for?
Oh,
He's 5'7.5", dude. Me and Spidey are the same height. Bam. According to Ned.
See, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
Do people have boards like that these days? Like, I just have files.
yo, Spider-Man. You okay? Did you get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
So, is Jean Grey the villain? This would kind of make it seem like it, right? So, if I'm going to put this together. $4'7.5". It said 5'7" on his board. He said 5'7.5". Where's it at? Come back to me. But anyway, hold on. Let me go back a little further. So this, if it's Jean Grey, so is this some sort of psychokinetic wave going out? Sup, Omer? Good morning. I'm watching the Spider-Man trailer.
You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it.
And what do you think they're looking for?
Oh,
See, he's 5'7.5". They're looking for me, guys. They're looking for Spider-Man. Yeah, we're gonna forget that version of Jean Grey. All right. We're gonna forget most versions of Jean Grey. I mean, I guess the gosh, I used to remember her name. It's a Russian name because she was in that Bond movie. God damn it. That's gonna kill me later.
See, you stumbled across my board.
You stumbled across my board. Dude, it's the biggest feature in the room. What do you mean stumbled across the board? Why would you build a big shrine? He wants people to stumble across the board. Okay? That's like bait for actual Spider-Man. He's like, if actual Spider-Man comes into the room, this is the first thing he's going to walk towards and be like, yo, this board, and then he can size him up. If Ned was smart, he would have figured out Pete was Spider-Man right there.
I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
So this is funny. Because how is it? What came out of his body that caused that explosion? I'm seeing webs, like a party store blew up.
Yo, Spider-Man.
But it's full, maybe it's Punisher. Punisher probably blew up something covered in webs. That's got to be it, right? Because at first I was thinking, like, is this part of his mutation? Is he, like, losing control of his, like, freaking, is it just popping out of his wrists? Like C4 detonating? That'd be kind of weird.
You okay? Did you get rid of that monster inside you?
Now, this is where we see more of Jean Grey's abilities, right? Because she's apparently now she can take control of random people on the street. Just look through their eyes and stuff. You found my board I left in the middle of the room? That I made huge and covered a whole wall? That I didn't, tuck under my bed or something? Doesn't every room have a vision board? Where you put, you're trying to put together whatever conspiracy's going on? Sup, Gray Cloud? Hope you're having a good day. Good morning.
Monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
So, Jean Grey might be the only person who knows who Peter Parker is, because she can straight up read his mind, right? Is this movie going to end with Peter Parker being like, I found this school for gifted youngsters that you could go to, Jean. It's really going to help you out. Is it going to end with Peter Parker sending Jean Grey to Charles Xavier, like the reform school for mutants? Is Charles going to show up? Are we going to see any other X-Men?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
You're not.
Why is Jean Grey such, why is she such a bitch? What's going on?
Not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
I didn't know you could get that big. But you're in danger.
Sorry, but you're in danger. Listen. We used to make out sometimes, and then me and a wizard, we erased your memories, and now a psychic wizard lady is now going to try to kill you. So just trust me.
You just have to trust me.
Fine.
This whole
Fine. I guess I'll come trust you.
thing can get really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you.
Why'd you bring this ugly Mexican chick into my garage? Or what is she? Some sort of Polynesian? I can't tell.
Gonna let him go himself.
I actually don't know what Zendaya is. What language is Zendaya? What is Zendaya's last name even? Does anyone know that? Wait, Gustavo does show up at the end? Oh, no.
Love you because you're you.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
And there it is again. So I think it would be cool if this was Venom, right? If the symbiote did like, but then it's not behaving like it would. It's not behaving like Venom. That's like, it's not going to happen. We're getting Man Spider.
Never forget that. No matter how powerful you become.
Where's the webs coming from there?
No matter how powerful you become.
He's just spraying it. He's just like, oh, Zendaya's half white, half black? Okay. That makes sense.
I miss you, mate.
It's a brand new day.
Huh. All right, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Oh. Did you stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you. You ready?
Wait, where's Gustavo Fring? Ah, Reverend faked me out. I thought I was going to see Gustav. It looks okay, man. That's not an opening day thing for me. I was debating on if I even want to go see the new Supergirl movie on opening day. I do have a daughter who loves Supergirl. But I'm not sure if this is the movie for her. About my Spider-Man cosplay plans. Do I want to cover this face with a Spider-Man mask? What Spider-Man suit would I do? I would end up doing I would either do a Toby suit or I would do some sort of hybrid costume. Next movie's going to be called D-Day because he's laying that D in MJ, right? Is that what it is? Or no? What other trailers are out right now? Trailers. Shrek 5. Pass. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Toy Story 5. Pass. Toy Story. Yeah. I don't need to talk about that. The official final trailer for Supergirl. Is there any new footage?
Here's the thing. My cousin and I have very different ideas about what it means.
I should have a mustached Spider-Man. Or should I put a fake mustache on the outside of the suit that looks exactly like the mustache that I have inside of the suit? Yeah, it's just a BDSM mask, right? Do ball gag Spider-Man.
Means to be
Just do zombie Spider-Man.
a hero. He sees the.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Here's the thing. My cousin and I have very different ideas about what it means to be a hero. He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
They're breaking.
So, I mean, hearing that little thing, Supergirl, whenever I saw her in the comic books and stuff, you know, there was the Silver Age Supergirl, there was the old school Supergirl, who was more or less just female Superman, right? She was very confident. She was always, you know, sure of herself, blah, 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 blah. But she would do all the same stuff that Superman did, but she was a girl. Then, like, when they reintroduced her, she's sort of a fish out of water Kryptonian. Right? Here's the thing. My cousin and I are the only two Kryptonians on Earth, and we got to do something. We got to make more Kryptonians. All right? It's the only option. I'm sorry. But she was always like a fish out of water, really unsure. She was kind of like pushed into being a hero. I never saw the Supergirl CW show, so I don't know like if they leaned into it. You know, this makes it seem like, you know, that she's more about it, that she sees it more as like a calling.
Brought destruction. Keep every corner of the universe, of the galaxy, must be defended.
Hold on a second. Is she a Borg? What is that?
Must be defended.
Must be defended. Is that an established DC alien race, or is that a James Gunn creation, this thing? Did he literally just be like, paint her blue and staple some random shit on her face? You know? Make her 10% Borg? TV show was great. That's good. Another woman confused about what a hero is? That dumb bitch. Well, that's the thing. Like in the comic books, it's like, I wish I could just be a regular girl, but I have these powers, and so I guess I have a responsibility to use blah, 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 blah. That's like what I remember. Of course, that was like, she like went with the Legion of Superheroes for a little bit while I was reading comic books. But this one, it's like, you know, me and my cousin have different ideas of what being a hero is. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see. Was a cutie. Her Leslie adoptive sister was the girl from Not Another Teen Movie. Okay. She seemed cute, but honestly, she came across as like too wholesome to me. And it's kind of weird, like seeing a girl who, you know, she's hot on paper, but she's not putting that vibe out, you know, which I guess might be part of the goal with Supergirl, you know, because Supergirl's not like some sex pot, you know, she's not Catwoman. But these aliens look stupid, and it looks like, you know, what are these space suits? They got dome helmets or something? Like, so they got like human style spacesuits, but they're blue and I don't know. This looks weird. Why not make them Thanagarians? Or why not make them from Ron or some other freaking... Where was Gnort from? We can't have dog people? There's plenty of people. Plenty of aliens. There's plenty of cool-looking aliens to draw from without having dumb-looking aliens in this movie.
You cannot give up on me.
And that's the other thing. Is it's like John Wick has his dog murdered. They steal his car. It's revenge, right? She's looking for a cure for her dog. Like, you're telling me that the dude he didn't steal the dog. Ooh, in the beginning, does that change? Does she is there a spicy episode where she takes like red kryptonite or something? You know, just send me to that episode. If you could just send me the episode, a red kryptonite episode of the Supergirl show, that'll be what I base my opinion on the series. Saving my load for Power Girl. There you go, bud. That's a man of culture right there. It's a man of culture. So hold on. So this guy. Crypto. So she's driving the Wienermobile, I guess. She's driving the Oscar Mayer space shuttle. And this dude shows up looking for who knows what. And he shoots. He's eating Supergirl's oatmeal. And he shoots Krypto with some weird jaw-like contraption. Just give him a gun.
You cannot give up on me.
And so now Krypto is going to die, maybe. I wonder, did he have like one kryptonite dart or something that was made for Supergirl, and then he showed up to capture Supergirl because he's like, I heard there was I'm gonna wrangle me a Kryptonian. I'm gonna come wrangle me a Kryptonian. And then he ends up nailing Krypto with it. It's Red Rocket? Was Krypto Red Rocketed back there? Did I just not notice? Nah, he ain't Red Rocket right now. But anyway, Supergirl is going to try to save her puppy in this movie. Don't you want to go to the... Hey, kids! You'll never guess what's going to happen in the Supergirl movie. She's going to save her puppy.
Anytime.
Now it's a party.
Oh,
There we got Lobo.
that might be a problem.
Now, I had heard that Jason Momoa put on a little bit of weight for Lobo. And it appears that that may be the case after all. He looks a little chunky. He looks like a guy that's been riding that motorcycle. Yeah, that's Lobo's Space Hog. Can it ride in space? Is he going to ride a motorcycle in space? It is, in fact, Lobo's Space Hog. Why would she care about I don't know. Disco ball seems like the type of thing that, like, when you're a kid, you saw disco balls, like, because your parents grew up in the 70s. Your parents grew up in the 70s, and there might be a disco ball somewhere, and it's kind of cool. But that's over. I don't think kids these days give a shit about or want disco balls. You know, this is just... This disco ball is James Gunn trying to keep the freaking 80s alive. You know? He's trying to be like, hey, kids... This stuff that was going out of fashion when I was a kid, it can be fashionable again, right? Oh, she's got those guys blink around. Look at that. Is that those are the people... That's one of the blue-haired space people from earlier. The ones with the staples on their faces. So, I guess they get into a fight with Supergirl on, in this bar. And then end up asking her for help or whatever. Just like, I'm at home in grungy, disgusting places. But we get more of the square blinking around effects, you know? James, more of the freaking, that stupid looking Minecraft river from the Superman movie. Where Superman, he fell into antimatter particles and it's just squares. Yeah, bring water beds back.
I know it's pretty colorful, but that's just so everyone knows we're good.
I'm going to tell you something. Only one of you is going to make it out alive.
I see this shot criticized a lot, and it should be. Look, we need to do our best to make Supergirl look good in every shot, okay? And the fact that that isn't something that is insisted upon is disappointing. It's really upsetting. Seeing this is a problem. Like, I know Harvey Weinstein was a bad guy, okay? But could we keep some of the philosophy of, look, people want to see pretty things, all right? We're not trying to just let a bunch of ugly people become actors and actresses. It needs to be stopped.
Formally introduced.
Millie Alcock should be the refugee child that gets discovered on a planet and she looks kind of alien, you know what I mean? Like, I found this giant forehead race of humans on this planet, and this one's parents were murdered by this dude with a glove on his face, and, you know, so I gotta save him, you know? That kid from Mad Max as Supergirl is awesome. The kid from Mad Max as Supergirl. I don't know, kid from Mad Max. Was Millie Alcock in Mad Max? I'm not sure who the kid in Mad Max was. I remember Mad Max had Charlize Theron as what's-her-face, and they tried their best to make her look ugly, but she came across as kind of hot anyway because it's Charlize Theron, you know. To overcome as themselves, right? Good Lord. But yeah, man, even Mad Max, they tried to make Furiosa kind of ugly, but they couldn't because she has really good proportions to her face. Say whatever you want about Charlize Theron being crazy and transing her kids or whatever, but, you know, she has a pretty face, okay? She can act. She can be intense and also, like, beautiful. All right? Millie Alcock, you know, she can act. She's not a bad actress. What else? I don't even know what this is. There's some kind of wolf movie.
Put it there.
Oh, well. Well, this was going to be a pretty short power lunch. I got to crack the whip on myself and get busy on Revenant Steel. Should I keep it live and keep drawing or nah? Up the Mad Max Feral Kid. Hold on a second. Let me do it in a different tab so that you're not... I'm going to type M in the search bar. Oh, yeah. That does look like her, doesn't it? Yeah. I'll keep it live. I'll keep Self-Destruct is in bed drawing a thing. Just drawing a thing. Drawing your thing, huh? Here on. Revan needs one of my gloves. Dude, I got like 20 of them, and I can only ever find one or two at any given time. Oh. Where was I? Just drawing pages, man. So I'm drawing this page, and I wanted it to be a full page of this demonic entity appearing, you know, to this dude, to be coming out from behind this mountain. You know, just reaching out. I want it to be kind of trippy a little bit. And I was working out some of the details on the palm, and then I realized a lot of this is probably going to be in shadow, isn't it? So I'm going to come around, make another layer, and kind of block out exactly like how much of this is going to be in shadow, right? Add some like kind of chunky shadows, because then I can just come in and if we can define the border, you know, between the shadow and the light, then that's where you can put all the details, you know. And I don't need to sit there and agonize over exactly what this thing's palm looks like. I don't have to know yet. I can have a vague idea of what his palm looks like. I already figured out what the back of his hand and his wrist looks like for the cover. And so it's going to be kind of this like sort of veiny looking weirdness that I got coming like between his fingers and stuff. It's going to be kind of like a chaotic sort of fleshy metal mass. but and I can kind of decide on bounce lighting and stuff. Sometimes I want to have like a trained artist with me to be like, hey, try this technique or try that technique. Like, maybe I always kind of did want to go to art school and I just never just made excuses for myself about not doing it. Because part of the question is, where's all the light coming from, right? And there's definitely going to be some like lightning coming out of his eyes, like right here. But then the moon's pretty bright. It gets diffused through the clouds, like this island is constantly overcast. So everything should have like a haunting glow at all times, you know? Should be a very haunted place to live. This cursed continent of Revenant Steel. But I gotta get pages done, man. I can't be wasting time. Because For the Fans Fest is only 4 months away, dude. Thanks, Omer. I'm more or less just going to be doodling for a while. Until I get busy on something else. Probably another like 20 minutes or so. I'm going to try to map out these shadows a bit at the very least. And then I'll be coming back to this. Part of my reality is just, you know, I don't have all the time in the world. could definitely find a spandexy kind of Spider-Man top to wear under a button-up shirt. I mean, like this, you know, that'd be super easy to find. That'd be nothing. If I'm going to do a Spider-Man cosplay, like if I'm going to do a cosplay, it's going to be professional level. Okay? I'm not just going to half-ass it, which is why I'm not going to do a cosplay. Because to do it properly would be a Spider-Man costume, at least like $200, right? Because you're looking at $50 to $60 for a solid leotard with the hood and everything. And then you got to get the face shell, right? You got to get the eyes. I would have to... Would I make it all myself, or would I just get someone? Because there's plenty of people that are probably already making these things. And they would probably charge like a couple $100, right? Let me look this up now. If I just go to eBay. It's a Spider-Man costume. What the hell? Hold on a second. This might be way cheaper than I thought. This might actually be pretty cheap. So $20 to $61. So like I said, the jumpsuit is going to cost like at least $50, $60, right? Yeah, but those are like e-girls, okay? They're showing off other things. They're trying to tastefully reveal bits of skin. You know what I mean? This is definitely like, this looks like a computer render to me. This isn't a dude in a costume. And it's from Starhouse118, who has 0 feedback. So I'm going to go ahead and say no to this. It's in 7 carts right now. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Why can't I just go back? What the hell? Oh, I should share the window, not the tab, because it wasn't even showing you when I clicked on it. Like, if you look at this thing, like, that ain't real. That ain't real. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. The Toby Spider-Man. Now, this is a printed suit. If you're going to do the Toby Spider-Man, would it be worth it to get the raised webbing on there? This one says 3D print. Spandex? What? No, it isn't. It's not 3D printed at all. And it's from Star House again. I don't trust Star House. Yeah, raised webbing would be the way to go, I think. See, and I don't know who that is, but she probably made her own costume. So you'd want to start with a base costume and then do your own webbing, you know. Yeah, and it would take time and effort that I don't have because I'm not 20 anymore, you know, which is a shame. Ooh, I'd look great in a freaking Amazing Spider-Man costume, wouldn't I? And it would be lengthening too, you know. It'd really draw attention where I want it. Yeah, I'm not a Spider-Man guy. You know? I'm not. What else, man? This would be a really cool race to get into. I could do that. See, and if that's the case, if I could just go on Alibaba and send them the specs or whatever, then I might just get the yellow and blue, right? And then yeah, right? Like me and Tom Holland, I guess. Eye to eye. But yeah, I would just get the red and blue and then do my own webbings at that point. If I had the time. If I had the time. As it stands, if I really want to dress up like Spider-Man, I guess I'm just going to get a pre-printed leotard. Which means I'm not going to dress up like Spider-Man. Yo! I don't know who all's still watching other than Reverend. My God, Wolverine? Should I be Wolverine? I have a buddy of mine who's actually a pretty well-known Wolverine cosplayer. He's got a really he's got a Hugh Jackman costume. Oh, I said yellow and blue first. Well, yellow and blue. If I did Wolverine, it would be like a comic Wolverine. I might even want to do like brown, but I don't have time to bulk up like that, dude. You know, I would want to put on some muscle. I would want to, if I'm going to be Wolverine, I want like a year to prepare where I'm just lifting heavy and doing TRT, you know, just beefing out. If I could get twice as wide as I am right now, like if I could add a few more inches to my circumference on my chest, then I could probably pull off a freaking pretty sweet Wolverine. Not gonna lie. But my buddy Jared, he's a pretty well-known Wolverine cosplayer guy. I bumped into him at Baltimore Comic-Con when I was up there. I mean, I could. That would give me a really good excuse to start smoking cigars, wouldn't it? Well, we're coming up on an hour for the power lunch, guys. I'm going to refocus on Revenant Steel here, okay? I got a little distracted perusing Spider-Man costumes, seeing what's out there. Nowadays, the way the cosplay culture is nowadays, it feels like a lot of people just buying costumes. Back in my day, back when I was... Yeah, babe, I need these for the cosplay. Back when I was actively cosplaying, I had a Green Lantern costume, right? Where I got the black leotard, and then I, with the help of my mother, actually, she did a lot of the work. She carefully cut out the shape so that it would be like really snug, like a tunic. I actually still have that around here somewhere. I should wear my Green Lantern costume. I guarantee I still fit in it. But yeah, she made the shiny green tunic like really form-fitting up top, and then I did I made the mask. So I actually used playing cards and the fabric, the same fabric as the shirt, so that I could create like a really cool angular looking Green Lantern mask that matched the material, right? Because so many people, they'll have a different material on the mask than the suit, and so it doesn't look right. It doesn't look comic accurate to me. And I feel like I did it right back in 2005. And then my Robin costume, I had someone else made the cape for me, but I gave them the pattern. Like, I got the materials, and she was able to make it so that, like, because so many Robin cosplayers, it clasps right here, and then it just comes down, right? Whereas mine, it zipped like this, and it actually laid out across the chest, right? So I was able to have that nice collar to the costume, and it looked pretty awesome. And that was a good time. That was a really cool cosplay. Am I too old for it? No, but I don't have the time to put that much effort into a thing like that again. We'll see. We'll see if I muster up the energy to do it. But that'll be the power lunch today, guys. Thanks for coming around and hanging out with me. Spider-Man looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll go see it. I guess I'm running out of time to make that decision, right? Is it at the end of next month? Was it Supergirl this month and Spider-Man next month, or was it the reverse? I'll look that up. Anyway, take care.